Jeev Golair, is misha an talamh Peter McHugh, Uachtarán odad agus marrani na hoscoile. Agus tá an áthas orm, fáilte a chur roimh an lá speistíalta seo. Táid an seochaniu chun ceiliúra poblí a dhéanamh an ghaisce acadúil atá déanta agah I gceann cuid cuasaí léinn le cúpla bliana nuas. Lá mór I bhéalra na hoscoile atá an, agus óitgáid níos mó agus níos táhachtaí arís I bhar saoil féin. Go mára sibh bhar géimíocht úr agus tá súil agam go n-éirí an tálamh sa saoil atá romha amach, mar céimhite de cuid ollscoil na Gaillimhe. My name is Peter McHugh, Deputy President and Registrar of the University. On behalf of the University of Galway, I want to extend to you all a very warm welcome to this ceremony. This is a very special day for us in the University, and I want to start by introducing you to the various people who are central to today's event. To my left is the President of the University, Professor Ciarán O'Hogarty, who presides over the ceremony. With him is Dr. Anne Ryan, who will open and close the formal part of the ceremony. And behind me is Professor Walter Gear, who will present students to the President. And we are joined also by colleagues from the College of Science and Engineering, who have played their part in ensuring that you were able to graduate from this great university. Before finishing this brief introduction, I want to acknowledge the very first class of students from the BSc in Genetics and Genomics, who we understand are graduating today, so well done to you. I now hand over to the Students' Union President, Ms. Féini Donal, who will make a commencement address, after which Dr. Anne Ryan will open the formal proceedings in Latin.
Gurmaiga Peter. Akarja, you've made it. All the work, the struggles, the moments where it may have felt like you're on the wrong path have all led you to this moment, to this ceremony, this celebration of your hard work and power. You entered the University of Galway a different person to who you are today. Today you're entering a network of alumni that reaches all corners of our little Emerald Isle and branches as far as Áras an Uachtaráin. And as of this morning, there's at least 3 of us from Bailieborough, so congratulations, Laura and Aoife. I believe there's something that makes all of us important, and that's that no two people in this room have had the same university experience. What causes one person's struggle could be another person's strength. In spite of all of the barriers you may have faced, here you are today. I remember after I finished my degree, I felt a bit lost. I didn't know what direction I'd be going in or where my path would lead me. So normally, as I'm sure every young woman does, I started looking into my great-grandfather. He's a man I'd never known much on account of the fact that he was born in the late 1800s and I was born a wee bit later than that. However, I found a book of prose written by himself and his friends, and his entry was as follows. Says the old fox terrier to his little pup, in all your misfortunes keep your tail up. It's a quote I've held with me since. It's so easy to discount yourself, to think you're doing things wrong, that you should just stop trying. However, someday, these days will be just memories. The days of going to Sult for a quick pint between classes, circling the library twice looking for a seat, going to society events, or even just showing up to lectures and going straight home are now officially behind you. Nourish your curiosity, your want for more. Let yourself enjoy the moment. Throw your ideas at the wall and see what sticks, because someday you'll be the old fox terrier, wishing you'd let yourself live a little more when you were still a pup. The speech I'm giving today is called the Commencement Address. I remember I was writing it and I was thinking, sure, why is it called the Commencement Address? I don't start the ceremony. So I looked it up. It's called the Commencement Address because it marks your transition as graduates, from students to bachelors or masters or doctors. Your life is beginning today. You've done the work, you've written the essays and the reports, you've sat the exams, you've put in the hours to change yourself from who you were before to who you are today. Today is a day to reflect on the sacrifices and accomplishments of the past, on the hope, excitement, and responsibility of the future. It's a day where family and friends visit campus, and for many it's their first time. It's something I always appreciate coming onto campus during the graduations. You can kind of sense the achievement in the air, classmates seeing each other after long summers, but more so than that, you can feel the communal pride, the excitement of parents and siblings, chosen family and friends, as they watch you reach the summit of your work and get to enjoy your celebration for it. It is the case for many of you here today that this will be your last formal on-campus encounter. Today is the day that your life begins. There'll be a lot of time spent today where you're being pulled back and forth for photos. She'll put the cap on, now throw it in the air, now do a serious one, now take a nice one for your nanny. And I'm sure many of you spent time thinking, sure, where will I book the lunch? Do I have time to get my hair done? Should I invite him or her? But this moment belongs to you. Through the hubbub and the noise, this day belongs to you, and it's always been for you. I'll finish up with my favourite seanachal. Bíonn áilleach le feiceáil ar leach an doras. There's beauty to be seen on the doorstep. The University of Galway has been a place you can call home, and now it's time to emerge to your doorstep and enjoy the world. There will be times where it feels scary, where you may feel unprepared, but there's nothing that can stop you from achieving your full and complete potential, and I can only hope that the University of Galway has given you the tools to do that. Class of 2024, Cogorgeous O'Creerv, you've done it.
We now proceed to the formal part of the ceremony. Prae honorabilis praeses, totaques universitas, haec comitia universitaria hudi convocatia sunt, o quidem homines ad gratus academicus admittantur. Eos esasque presentabit Professor Walter Geer.
Pre honorabilis praeses totaque universitas, College of Science and Engineering, Doctor of Philosophy, PhD Engineering. Presenter vobis osce mios filios filiamque miam quos omnes siotam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego octartata mihi concessa, et meravos ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae.
Evisma Andrade is awarded a PhD in Electrical Electronic Engineering for research conducted by Professor Gerard O'Lyon and Dr. Leo Quinlan on the design and evaluation of the user interface for a neonatal sepsis risk monitoring system. Mark David Campbell is awarded a PhD in Computer Science for research supervised by Dr. Sam Redfern on patient experience design, addressing challenges, opportunities, and digital interventions in the cardiac patient journey. Cian Moran is awarded a PhD in Mechanical Engineering for research supervised by Professor Rory Monaghan on technical and economic analysis of hydrogen as a clean fuel for industry, transport and power. Chun Ting Poon is awarded a PhD in Mechanical Engineering for research supervised by Professor Sean Lean and Dr. Richard Barrett on fretting wear fatigue in submarine power cable conductors for floating offshore wind turbines. Sukanya D. Saikia is awarded a PhD in Civil Engineering for research supervised by Professor Owen Clifford and Dr. Porrick Ryan for research on the impact of current and future precipitation and urbanisation on wastewater treatment. Abdul Wahid is awarded a PhD in Informatics for research supervised by Professor John Breslin on leveraging hybrid deep learning and generative modelling to accurately estimate remaining useful life of machines. Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering. Presenter vobis asce, mias filias filiosque mios, quas omnes siotam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in arte ingenieria honoro curso confecto, ique tibi fide mia testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctortata mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in arte ingenieria honoro curso confecto.
Liam Anthony. Hasib Ashraf. Asheen Flannery. Liam Patrick Nolan. Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Brian Marley. Honours Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical Electronic Engineering, Colin Comer. Mark Thomas Devani. Daniel O'Reilly Hannavin. Honours Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic and Computer Engineering, Dahi Gleeson. Kaelan Hessian. Mustafa Sultan. Honours Bachelor of Engineering at Energy Systems Engineering, Dean Fadden. Tom Fox. Ema Hare. David Rathbone. Honours Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Rachel Burke. Edward Byrne. Connor Richard Heffernan. Cian Houlihan. Amy Lenihan. Rory Quinn. Evan Walsh. Honours Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Information Technology. Presento vobis hasce mias filias filiosque meos, quas omnes siotam moribus, quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honoro cursu confecto. Ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego octartata mihi concessit, mitto vosa gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honoro cursu confecto.
Abdul Hamid Abimbola Adigan. Michael Birmingham. Irene Tressa Bobe. David Anthony Bowen. Casey Bracken. Gary Michael Carolyn. Crystal Chimdi Ezekwe. Jeju Chu. Cian John Coleman. Killian Collins. Dion Collins. Dara Creven. Adam Daniels. Zayed Al-Mala. Dean James Gallagher. Daniel Hannon. Dermot Hare. Rory Peter Thomas Hennessy. Carol Carwin. Derek Kenny. Camille Raphael Klimczak. Cian Larkin. Dara Larkin. Maya Laskowska. Juten Lin. Ben Lynch. John Dennis Mahon. Conor McCabe. Finn David McGovern Dempsey. Adam McLaughlin. Cathal Mia. Thomas Meehan. Aoife Mulligan. Michaela Mullins. Alessio Mascagna. Rory O'Connor. Owen O'Reilly. Dylan Christopher O'Toole. Lohiti Ganesh Reddy Pachipala. Harry Power. Keith Jack Rabbit. Hecla Alexia Samuelsdottir. Eddie Sheehy. Robert Smith. Brian Smith McAteer. Daniel Stoyanov. Jamie Sweeney McCardle. Vladislav Tarasov. Eve Tully. Christina Wall. Kiron Zai Melik. Honours Bachelor of Science in Earth and Ocean Sciences. Daniela Lucia Bowers. Cormac Cassidy. Declan Cheetham. Alana Dowling. Eve Furlong. Anthony John Gallagher. Thomas Levy. Daisy O'Farrell. Layla White. Honours Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health and Safety, Siobhan Carr. Mark Conlon. Karen Connolly. David Cullen. Ashley Fonyonga. Olivia Golden. Jordan Edward Hobbs. Daniel Lally. Neve Madigan. Kate O'Meara. Stephen Reynolds. Honours Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Laura Dennis Alvarez. Mihal Cahill. Maya Carlin. Isabella Olive Carr. Troy Devani. Kuan Feely. Stephen Feeney. Jordan T.J. Freeman. Kira Gilroy. Emma Louise Hagney. Adele Hardiman. Ellen Hilliard. Anna McGrath Casado. Ruth McCormick. Kira McHugh. Riona Moran. Megan Alana Morley. Idel Mulholland. Elaine Noonan. Fian O'Donoghue. Owen O'Neill. Hannah Jane O'Rourke. Samuel Pooley. Stephen Michael Ryan. Victoria Woodgate. Honours Bachelor of Science in Financial Mathematics and Economics, Andrew Bell. Jennifer Blanker. Christopher Anthony Burke. Sean Byrne. Niall Cahalan. Niall Collins. Shane Cotter. Conrad Paul Dixon. Owen Doherty. Evan Dolan. Evan Duffy. Dara Alberse. Molly Flannelly. James Samuel Ford. Mohammed Farouk. Fikra Martin Gavin. Jack Hewitt Gilsonan. Kevin Sean Hennelly. Luke Higgins. Liam Patrick Hogan. Dara Kelly. Thomas Kilgariff. Paulina Krunglevichute. Owen McCabe. Caitlin McMahon. Maeve Nancy Meehan. Cian Vincent Monaghan. Ryan Monaghan. Luca Noack Hoffman. Claire Ann Nolan. Casey O'Neill. Jason Brian O'Reilly. Laura O'Reilly. Cian Shane Quinn. Zakar Rather. Maeve Ray. Cormac Redmond. Cormac Reedy. Jennifer Alana Ruan. Matthias Jakob Sadowski. Jack Slevin. Cahill Sweeney. Matthew Talbot. Ruth Ellen Tansey. Owen Tinney. Ross Tynan. Emma Walsh. Cronin Ward. Honours Bachelor of Science in Genetics and Genomics, Martina Bidak. Clara Coste. Rasheen Culligan. Hannah Marie Cummins. Eloise Grace Donahoe. Leodon Catherine Farrell. Luke Gallagher. Rachel Gabinigi. Asher Golden. Ella Greeny. Siobhan Griffin. Paula Hillenbrand. Lurken Lamy de la Chapelle. Orla Grace Loughran. Aisling Kate McAuliffe Hickey. Madeline Mitchell. Niall Lurkin O'Reilly. Emily Plant. Adam Rafter. Kate Ryan. Keelan Stafford. Honours Bachelor of Science in Marine Science, Thomas Canning. Shifra Collins. Eva Elizabeth Cullen. Blorneth Martina Doyle. Kira Louise Feeney McCarthy. Dinah Grudzinska. Matthew Harley. Aoife Lai Yi Hughes. Tara Kellett. Fergal Thomas Kirby. Nicholas Cuvalden. Ellen Lee. Mila Lamignon. Grace Elizabeth Lynch. Clodagh Madden. Kathleen McGonigal. Aisling McLaughlin. Oscar O'Connell Hussey. Olivia Philo. Ina Ross. Honours Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Science, Kieran Campbell. Orla Conlon. Rian D. Boraid. Rian Duggan. Tamors Galanders. Daniel Jacob Haynes. Joshua Hanrahan. Sean Jansen. Dimitro Lyubka. Erica Madden. Sean Anthony Murphy. Charlie O'Connor. Thomas Joseph O'Connor. Robin Pfeiffer. Maciej Stek. Mark Tabine. Honours Bachelor of Science in Physics, Applied Physics, Astrophysics, Biomedical Physics and Theoretical Physics. Cameron Alley. Jake Byrne. David Callahan. Jennifer Clements. Oran Keneally. Maciusz Dodek. Aaron Ford. Stephen Gary. Enda Harrigan. Kaimeen Keaveney. Jack Kelly. Miriam Kennedy. Chloe Lawler. Liam Gerard Moran. Matthew Murphy. Neve O'Toole. Cian Sweeney. Elson Ling Lian Leek. Honours Bachelor of Science in Project and Construction Management, Shane Casey. Daniel Coyne. James Cummins. Dylan Dwayne. Ethan Flaherty. Owen Kelly. John Keogh. Charlie Lavin. Patrick Joseph McAndrew. Well done. Congratulations, everyone.
Pre honorabiles preces, totaque universitas, Hague Committee Universitaria, hudi convocatia sunt, ut quidem homines maxime exime a gratus academicus honoratus causae admittantur. Doctoratus in arte engineeria honoris causa Peter McHugh presentabit Gerard P. Kilcummins.
Drán, a muiltir na hoscoile agus a gcuine uaisle. Most people are aware of the enormous contribution that medical technology industry has made to the economic development, educational development and society generally in Ireland, and in particular in the Galway region, not to mention the huge impact it has had on human health and well-being on the global stage. Ireland now sits proudly as one of the 5 global hubs of the medical technology industry. Hundreds of medtech companies are based in the country, employing tens of thousands of people, and we can count on all but one of the 15 largest medtech companies in the world on that list. Galway is at the heart of that enterprise and economy and has been for over 3 decades. Around 8,000 people are employed directly in the sector in the city. University of Galway has been intimately and inextricably linked with these developments for the very start, through the creation of pioneering and groundbreaking education, research and innovation programs developed in partnership with industry. But looking back now and overviewing all of this development, it is true to say that few people have done more to foster and drive the development of the medtech industry and ensure its positive impact on our society than Jerry Kilcummins, through his personal commitment, dedication and passion sustained over a career of over 3 decades. And therefore, most deservedly, we honour Jerry today with the conferral of an honorary doctorate, the highest academic honour that the university can bestow. Jerry is a native of Newbridge, County Galway, and he attended secondary school here in St. Mary's College in the city. He's always had an interest in engineering, having been exposed to machinery from an early age on the farm at home. He came to University of Galway, or UCG as it was known then, and studied manufacturing technology, a programme of collaboration between UCG and RTC Galway, as it was at the time, now ATU, graduating with a B.Tech degree in 1983. His introduction to the medtech industry came from one of his first jobs in Healthdyne, a small healthcare company in Shannon, manufacturing electromechanical equipment such as incubators for prematurely born babies, phototherapy units and blood drainage pumps. From there he went into the global medtech industry with a position in Becton Dickinson, before moving on to C.R. Bard in Parkmore here in Galway, which subsequently became part of Medtronic. His passion for healthcare grew as he began to appreciate the positive impacts that products being produced were having on patients all over the world. Jerry became General Manager of Medtronic Ireland in 2003. Over the past 20 years, and building on his many talents, he has held roles of increasing responsibility at Medtronic business unit, group and corporate level, And most significantly, Jerry has been at the helm of Medtronic's evolution from medical device manufacturer to a global leader in the healthcare technology. His roles have included General Manager of the Medtronic Manufacturing Technology and Innovation Centre in Parkmore and as Country Lead for Medtronic Manufacturing. Medtronic actually celebrated its 40th anniversary in Galway in 2022 and now employs over 4,000 people across 5 sites in Galway, Athlone and Dublin. Its output transforming the lives of 2 people every second around the world. Jerry's reach has been truly international. For the past 7 years, he's been Vice President for Global Manufacturing in Medtronic's Vascular Therapies and Implants technology platform. And this has included responsibility for over 25 manufacturing plants and 15,000 employees in the US, Mexico, Canada, Ireland, France, the Netherlands, Vietnam, Singapore, and China. It has also included the scaling and launching of several major new products and therapies. Jerry has extensive experience across R&D, advanced manufacturing engineering, operations and supply chain, and he's been involved in over 15 acquisitions that has led operational excellence, lean, DFM, and manufacturing network transformations across Medtronic. As a hallmark of all great leaders, Jerry has had a keen interest in people and in nurturing talent. He has been quoted as saying that a key part of my job is to coach people, to help them to be their best selves at what they do. He retired from Medtronic in April 2024, and when one reflects on all his contributions and achievements for the company, I think it's fair to say that he will be missed. Given his impressive energy and passion, as one might expect, he's made significant contributions more broadly in the sector and in society. During 2011, Jerry held the position of President of the American Chamber of Commerce Ireland. He was chairperson of the Irish government-sponsored Action Plans for Jobs, Enterprise Ireland West Region Initiative, and he currently serves on the board of IBEC, the Business and Employers Confederation. In addition to his BTEC from 1983, Jerry has been awarded a Master's in Management and Business Science from Trinity College Dublin in 2003. He has received numerous awards. He received the Medtronic Wallen Leadership Award in 2008. He was a University of Galway Alumni Award winner in 2012, receiving the Bank of Ireland Award for Engineering and Informatics. And most recently, Jerry was announced as the American Chamber of Commerce US-Ireland Global Leadership Business Award winner for 2024. In addition to being a University of Galway alumnus, Jerry has been a long-time friend, supporter and advocate for our university, and for this we are immensely thankful. He is a member of the J.E. Cairns School of Business and Economics Advisory Council and a founding member of the newly formed University of Galway Global Leaders Forum. As mentioned before, our university has been intimately and inextricably linked with the medtech sector over many years. The relationships that have been developed, both through the pipeline of graduate talent and our research and innovation excellence, can perhaps be best symbolised by the €5 million 5-year signature innovation partnership which we announced with Medtronic last October. Jerry was a driving force in establishing this partnership, one of the largest corporate partnerships with an Irish university in recent times, and we again express our sincere thanks to him for that. It is hugely significant for us as a university, this partnership, and it also demonstrates the scale of our ambition and the intent that we have as a research-led institution which places its work for the public good at the heart of everything that we do. In addition to all of this, Jerry has a very significant historical family connection with the university. Jerry's great-granduncle was Monsignor John Hines, also from Newbridge, County Galway, who was the 6th president of this university from 1934 to 1945, and who made an enormous contribution here in leading the university through those difficult years of World War II, or the emergency as it was known here at the time. Jerry is here with his wife Pauline, to whom we extend a very warm welcome. They are proud parents of 2 daughters, Brona and Myrna, who unfortunately can't be here today but are watching on live stream. Jerry is a proud GAA man and has been very involved with his local club, St. Brendan's GAA. We are here to honour you today, Jerry, for your enormous contribution, and we hope that you enjoyed this day of celebration with family, friends, colleagues, and the whole university community. And finally, it's an honour for me, President, to present Jerry Kilcommons to you for the award of Honorary Doctorate in Engineering. Go raibh míle maith agah go léir. Prae honorabilis praesis totique universitas. Presentu vobis hunc meam filium, quam sico tam moribus, quam doctrina, habilium et idoneum esse, qui admittandor honoris causa, ad gradum doctoratus in arte ingeniaria, idque tibi fide mede tester expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctortata mihi concessit, mitter te ad gradum doctoratus in engineeria honoris causa.
Prae honorables praeses, ceremonious rite confectes, vinum queso facias huiges, confectionis universitariae. And that concludes the official part of the ceremony, and I would now invite our new honorary graduate, George P. Cummins, to address you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. A gwine úsla is mór ná dom un céim seo a ghlacha agus bhean seo live anew. President, esteemed academics, newly minted graduates, and special guests, it's indeed a tremendous honour and very humbling actually for me to be a recipient of this honorary degree here today, and it's also a great privilege for me to be asked to speak to you. Truth is, when I was your age, graduates, I never imagined a life or a career that would include an honorary doctorate at this fine institution, of which I've always been proud to have graduated from. And I never envisaged being asked to share my perspectives with you on Conferring Day. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I've never heard anybody complaining about a speech being too short, so I will keep this brief, and I will confine it to 3 key themes. It's hard to say that fast. It's a bit of a tongue twister. When Uachtaráin or Hugarty, and by the way, Uachtaráin, I want to take this opportunity to wish you well as you transition to the next chapter of your life and career. And I salute your fantastic leadership of Ulster na Galway. You certainly leave a lasting legacy after your 6 years at the helm. And Professor McHugh, I wish you the best as you step into the hot seat. When Uachtaráin Hugarty asked me to speak to you, I began to think about what I would say, and I decided that maybe my best approach would be to put myself in your shoes and ask myself, with the benefit of my learnings and experiences over the past few decades, what advice would I give my 21 or 22-year-old self? So, as I said, there are only a few themes I want to cover. The first one is around awareness. Sorry, my robe keeps slipping off here. What do I mean by awareness? Having a keen awareness of your presence and how you show up and how you carry yourself and how you behave with people is really, really important. I got an early lesson in this, actually, when I was your age. Just out of university, armed with my manufacturing technology degree, as Peter mentioned, interviewing for my first job. It was a project assignment here in Galway at a local small company, machine shop and sheet metal fabrication plant. And the plant was it was in trouble actually, and the plant was run by a very sophisticated, elderly English gentleman that everybody just knew as Mr. Brown. I don't think anybody knew his first name. This man had served in the Royal Air Force. He was an industrial engineer by profession. Stopwatches and timesheets were his stock in trade, and he'd been brought in to do a turnaround. As I said, anyway, I showed up for interview with Mr. Brown, and as I was waiting in the lobby, this elderly man came out, very well dressed. He was wearing a three-piece tweed suit with a yellow bow tie, and there was a gold watch with a chain on his waistcoat pocket. And he had a very posh English accent. I'm not very good at mimicking, but I'll try. He said, "Hello, you're here for interview, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes, Mr. Brown. Before we start, would you mind doing something for me? I'm expecting a delivery. It's coming in a big truck. It should be out back. Would you mind be a jolly good chap and run out back and check if it's here?" So I thought to myself, well, this is quite a unusual start to interview, but look, I'm just out of college, what do I know? But so I go out back to check, and there was no truck. I went down around to the other side of the building, still no truck. So I came back and reported my finding or non-finding, and we proceeded to the interview room. So anyway, halfway through the interview, Mr. Brown stopped. He said, "You know, Gerard," he called me Gerard, "there was no delivery. I wasn't expecting any truck. That was a test." He said, "I was timing you to see how quickly you moved." And he pointed to a stopwatch on the desk in front of him. And he said, "The fact that I'm still talking to you means you passed that test." So I share that story with you because the point I want to make here is that I was being monitored and I was being judged, and I hadn't a clue. I was totally oblivious to it, totally unaware. So it was a great lesson for me that early in my career, that as you go through your career, people are monitoring you and judging you. And actually that project gave me an experience that led on to my next job, where Peter mentioned where my first real job was as a manufacturing engineer at a medical equipment company in Shannon, a US multinational, that had a machine shop and sheet metal fabrication as part of the manufacturing process. So I guess, I don't think I'm stretching it to say that that experience in the first plant led me to the opportunity in the second plant, and that interview with Mr. Brown was an important milestone in my career. Who knows if I hadn't, because that job I got in Shannon introduced me to the medical technology sector, and I've built a career there ever since. So if I hadn't passed that go check the truck test, my career might have taken a different path, and I may not be even here today. So I share the story with you just to highlight the importance of awareness regarding other people and your interactions with them and their perceptions of you. On the topic of awareness, I want to share a quote that I heard some time back that really stuck with me. People will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And as you all start out in your career journeys, I cannot overstate the importance of showing people that you care. I have a question actually for you. What are the couple of most important words that a person can hear? What words resonate most with a person? Any takers? Who said that? What's the name? What's your name? Yeah, but what's your name? Owen, spot on, Owen. You're right. It's their name. By calling somebody, and I've seen many people who they don't really think about this in their careers, but by calling somebody by their name, you're giving them a positive message. You're showing them that they're important to you. So while my advice to you graduates here today, while technical expertise, don't get me wrong, in your chosen field is very, very important, what's equally important is having a keen awareness of how you show up in your interactions with others. And one last related word on the subject of awareness, well, actually it's 3 words: network, network, network. Now, look, I'm saying that for effect, of course, but I cannot underline enough the value in building and maintaining a strong professional network in the world of work. Relationships matter immensely in the world we live in. And, knowing the right people may open doors for you that you never even knew existed. And on the theme of networking, another piece of advice I would have is, as you start out your careers, seek out mentors, a mentor or two who could help you, particularly in the early stages of your career, because their experiences and advice can be very helpful in helping you avoid some of the common pitfalls. So that's the topic of awareness. The second theme is what I call the tap on the shoulder theme. I'm sure you're all looking at me and saying, what's he on about? What on earth is he talking about, the tap on the shoulder theme? Again, let me share another brief personal story, if I may. In August 2000, my boss called me to his office one afternoon and told me that the company, Medtronic, wanted me to move to the US on assignment to head up the turnaround of a plant in California. This plant was located in a beautiful part of California, nestled in between the hills and the vineyards of Sonoma County wine country, about an hour north of San Francisco. But the pretty picture ends there. The plant was in big trouble, quality issues abounded, the manufacturing process was highly unstable. In fact, the company made the decision to take the product off the market because of concerns over quality. And this was a great new product that was transformative at the time in terms of treating a serious medical condition. But in the medical technology industry, quality always comes first. We're dealing with people's lives. As I said, my boss asked me to move over there to lead the turnaround and get the product back on the market. And this request came completely out of the blue to me. I was not expecting it. I had recently been promoted from engineering manager to director of operations for one of our business units here in Galway. And, you know, I'd been hearing about this issue in California, but to be honest with you, I hadn't been paying much attention. You know, I got my own new job and I was dealing with my own priorities. So what's happening in a plant in 8,000 kilometers away in Northern California did not get much of my mind share. And I asked my boss, look, how long is this assignment likely to take? And his response was, look, Jerry, it could take 6 months, it could take 9 months, it could take a year. We need you to stay there as long as it takes to fix this problem and get the product back in the market, plus hire and onboard your successor as plant director. So to say I was knocked for 6 was an understatement. All sorts of things were running through my mind. The issue had been going on for months. Others had tried to solve it and failed. I knew nothing about the product, knew nothing about the people, knew nothing about the culture, and so on. And I shared those concerns with my boss, and he said to me, look, I'm not going to kid you here. He said, this is a serious issue for the company. Think of the biggest challenge you've faced in your career so far, multiplied by 10, and you're not even close to what you're... That's a fact. I will never forget those words. But he said, look, it's also an opportunity for you. I remember that night, actually, this is true, my wife Pauline will confirm this. I remember sitting in my kitchen drinking tea at 3 a.m. And all sorts of thoughts going through my head. But one image that came to my head was this. I'm sure you've seen it. This I think it's from World War I. This image of your country needs you. But in my case, instead of my country needing me, my company needed me. And I felt I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. It felt I was being asked to do something that I was going to fail at. But the dilemma in my mind was, if I go, I'm doomed. But if I don't go and say no, I'm also doomed. So I was really struggling with the whole thing, to be honest with you. Our 2 girls were toddlers. My wife Pauline was working, and it just wasn't practical for them to come with me. I wouldn't be seeing much of them anyway. I was going to be working long hours and weekends to try and deal with the situation I was going to be parachuted into. So, as I said, that tap on the shoulder came completely out of left field. And I said all sorts of doomsday scenarios were entering my mind. Anyway, let me tell you how it played out. The assignment was a success. I made some org structure changes straight away. I made some people changes. One of the first things I had to do, it was tough, but it needed to be done, was to change out the head of engineering. And we put a new operating system in place. We redesigned and validated the manufacturing process. We solved the quality issues and relaunched the product. I recruited and onboarded my successor as plant director, and I returned to Ireland 7 months later. Okay, so somehow it was mission accomplished, I guess. And somehow, look, we made it work. I know there were a lot of sacrifices to be made. I got home for a few long weekends. Pauline and the girls came out for 5 weeks in the middle. And since then, that business, I'm delighted to say, has gone from strength to strength and became one of the fastest growing franchises within the company. So for me personally, that experience and the networking, and I go back to that word I used previously, that word again. It created more networking opportunity for me, opened up further progression opportunities for me within the company by going and taking myself out of my comfort zone and testing myself in a new environment. So I would say now, looking back, that assignment was certainly one of the biggest milestones and inflection points in my career journey. I didn't realise it at the time, but I certainly do now. But at the time, I felt I had little choice but to step up when my company needed me. As I said, there were sacrifices, particularly on the family front, but as a personal and professional development opportunity, it was a clear standout in my career. And I share that story with you because I have no doubt there are people in this audience here today. I have no doubt you're going to be faced with, you're going to get the tap on the shoulder. You're going to get your company needs you request. How you deal with that can have a major bearing on your career. So my advice to be, if you get the tap on the shoulder, or when, not if, you get the tap on the shoulder, as many of you will, to step out of the comfort zone and take up a challenge. It may sound very daunting. Go for it. Go for it. You will benefit from it. And the final theme I want to cover is the one around learning and curiosity. And while today is a big milestone for all of you, marking the end, if you will, of a very formal cycle of your education, but look, the learnings never end. People who are passionate about what they do and feel a real connection to their work continuously seek to learn. They have an inbuilt curiosity. And look, there are multiple cycles of learning opening up for all of you over the coming years and decades. The world we live in is constantly changing. It's actually, I believe, it's changing more now with technology than we've ever seen before. So staying ahead is going to require continuous learning, both professionally and personally. And as I mentioned, curiosity, that's a great trait to have. Curiosity is a great trait to have. Curiosity leads to knowledge. Knowledge leads to expertise. Expertise leads to high performance. And high performance leads to success and fulfillment. I had a personal rule for myself that I used to call my ABC rule. Always be curious. You know, if I heard or read about something that grabbed my interest, I would do some research around it to learn more about it. Another tool I used actually was what I call I didn't always carry it in my jacket, but my little green book. Why do I call it my little green book? Because it's not that big and it's green. But how do I use this? If I heard something in a meeting or at a conference or when I was doing my master's or during a one-on-one with somebody, something that grabbed my attention, or on a news or business channel, or a quote I heard, like that quote I mentioned earlier, that people will forget what you said and people will forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. I noted it in my little green book. Okay, if there's an article somebody would recommend that I read, I would note it in my little green book. And this book has been with me 30 years. It's pretty battered. The pages are falling out. But as I said, I kept it with me everywhere in my briefcase or in my folder. And as I said, I always noted it when something resonated with me. And it's something that has served me well. I'm not suggesting you all go and get little green books. I'm just sharing a tool that I used during my career. In conclusion, I have to say, I wish I was back in the seats you're all in today. This is such an exciting time in your lives. There is a big world of opportunity out there. A lot more opportunity now than I believe than when I graduated back in the 1980s. Today we're at the nexus of traditional engineering with bio, with digital science, with sustainability technologies. And technological change is happening at a pace never as previously seen. We're seeing it in the medical technology sector. I heard recently, and I had to do a double take just to make sure I heard it correctly, that there's going to be more innovation in medtech for the treatment of disease and medical conditions, more innovation in the next 10 years than there has been in the last 100 years. Can you believe that? That's astounding. More innovation in medtech in the next 10 years than the last 100 years. How do I know I got that right? Because when I heard it, I put it in my little green book. So I know I got it right. But and that's just the medtech sector. I believe this level of innovation is going to happen right across many sectors as we go forward. So what an exciting thought for all of you as you as you graduate, the level of change and the amount of opportunity that stretches out in front of you. I wish you all the very best as you step forth into the next phase of your life journey and start to build what I'm sure will be amazing and fulfilling careers. I appreciate your attention. Agwin Ushla, Gormahag Guler. I almost forgot my little green book.
That concludes the formal part of the ceremony today, but before we finish, and you go out for light refreshments in the Human Biology building just across the way there, I would ask you to join me in thanking those people whose hard work and professionalism ensure that a ceremony such as this runs smoothly, and in particular, Brona Clifford and the Conferring team, as well as Tara Layden and Academic Registry. In addition, let me thank staff from Buildings and Estates, President's Office, administrative staff from the college and school offices, audiovisual staff from the Centre for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, the Marketing Communications Office, and an Chair Vís Astrakhan. To you graduates, I've one last thing to say. Go now and make the most of the qualification you've gained and the life ahead of you. Bani gisult, ni wan as an láta an yuan, as an tail amach roiv koma. Guramahav Gulger. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce the President of the University, Professor Kieran O'Hogarty, to give his conferring ceremony address, whose speech will conclude the proceedings.
Thank you much. Remi Mahagavillig is Gorgordigus Liv Galair, Tommy Don of Rodu Lotsov, on of Weekji was Vehan Shulling, and I am often reminded of, on days like this, of why we are here as a university. As you may know, we have committed ourselves to being a university for the public good. And I think one of my legacies hopefully will be that sense that we're here to serve not ourselves, but you, our students. And we also then, in our last strategy, developed a series of values: respect, openness, excellence and sustainability. And we did a survey on them recently and found that people found they were useful and that we'd made progress on them, but also that there was a new value maybe that we didn't think about, we should think about now, which is belonging, that sense of belonging that as a university community we should have together. And I think if respect captured the mood of 5 years ago, belonging possibly captures the mood of now. That sense that we are in a disunited world with lots of issues and disunity, as we know, maybe post-COVID people feeling disconnected, social media possibly making us feel more part of a community but more alone at the same time. And when I think of belonging, I think of, and I've used this before in the context of our alumni awards, a book by John McGahern, That They May Face the Rising Sun. And I thought I'd bring it with me because I thought it'd be cool for the President to be carrying a book around with him. We should see that every now and again. It's also a book from the library, which I presume you visited when you were here, and unusual, I guess, or cool to see the President in the library looking for a book as well. But there's the first page of that book. The book in particular, and Peter and myself were talking about this in advance, about how this book evokes that sense of profoundness in the ordinary. And the first page of the book, I won't read the full piece, but has 3 ideas in it. Jerry had 3 ideas as well, but 3 ideas in it I'll just share with you, which I think are important for belonging. There's Jamesy is visiting his neighbours, and the first part of the book is that as an opening. But one of the lines is, the doors of the house were open. And that sense of belonging that we should have as a community, that we're open to each other, open to others, open to new ideas, open to learning, as Jerry has mentioned. And that sense of, that importance of the doors of the house were open. That sense of security and community that was there. Secondly, Jamesy mentioned when he comes into the Rutledges, whose house it is, that he had a continual expectation of discovery. And again, Jerry has mentioned this. We didn't talk about this in advance, but that sense of curiosity. And universities, that's what we're all about, is that continual expectation of discovery. And I hope you bring that with you also from here, that sense of curiosity. If there's, you've learned a lot in the context of technical capacity and knowledge, but I hope also you bring with you that continual expectation of discovery. And thirdly, when Jamesy comes in, when he mentions to the Rutledges, he says, "Ye are no good." I've been standing here for several minutes and haven't heard a bad word said about anybody, not a bad word. He repeated the mocking slowness as he came forward. And one of the people in the House says, "We never speak badly about people." And I think that's also a sense of community that very often possibly we're missing now. We never speak badly about people. And I think that this sense also in the society we have now, that sense of community, that sense of belonging, that we should never speak badly about the other. That we should take people as they come, we should take whatever experience they bring them with them. We take them as they are, as human beings, as people. We never suspect the worst, we suspect the best. And as Jerry mentioned, and very grateful for his kind words, I'm finishing up here in about 2 weeks' time. And one of the things you often think about at these times is reflecting on what you did and what you didn't do while here. And one of the things I think was very important to me over this time is that you see very many people coming with you with issues, with challenges, sometimes challenging to myself, and that we should always take that as in good form, that this is well motivated, that we should always try, and sometimes we don't, we should always try to find our better angels when we come to other people. The door being open, having that continual sense of curiosity and discovery about others as well, but also that we should never speak badly of the other. We should take them as they are, take it that they're doing their best in good faith. The second thing I think you often regret is when you weren't yourself, and I've often in other graduations talked about the most important thing is being yourself. And I think the importance for me here is to say to you to be yourselves, because the time that you regret when looking back is the time when you didn't do what you thought was right. And the times you're proud of is when you did. So I hope also that you bring to yourselves into organisations which sometimes can mould you, sometimes can be challenging to being yourself. But the best you can be, and I've been here 7 years nearly, the best you can be is yourself. What you'll regret is when you weren't. What you'll be proud of is when you were. And thirdly, during my time here, we've hosted Taoiseach, ministers, the President, regularly, routinely, almost now as friends. And I'm going this afternoon actually to meet the Taoiseach as representing the Irish universities about investing in universities. And they're not the most important, they're important moments, and they're moments we should take as privilege in the context of a democracy. But to me, the moments I remember are these moments. Graduation. This is, as I said at the beginning, why we're here. Every one of you coming up, having your own story. Everyone as you leave, creating your own story. And these are the days that matter. So the days that I remember as I leave here are days like today. Days when we come with an attitude of gratitude. Days when we congratulate you, when I get the chance maybe to meet you for the first and last time. But days which are profound all the same. Because they're the reasons why we are here as a university, why many of us came into this role in universities. These are the important days. And as I say, we come with an attitude of gratitude. We come to say thank you to yourselves. Gormaha Gavillig, Asot Velling, Marawa on Tus, Tocton Shaw Studier, Os Velling, Laling, Liblinta, Takacha, Agus Os Velling and you. Gormaha Gavillig, thank you all for that. I'd like to also thank my colleagues who, because these are the days that matter, turn up in such numbers. Because these are the days that matter to them too. Many of us could do other things and do other things well, but we decide to be here. And the reason why we're here are days like today. I'd like to thank my colleagues who are here with us, those who can't because of other commitments, professional, academic, technicians, all of those who make this university what it is. Thank you all very much for that. Thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank you who came here today. We know these are important days for you. In fact, during COVID, these were the days that were demanded. Most disappointed when we couldn't do. Because we know for you also these days are important. Friends, family, fans of our students today, our graduates. And you know also that our students today, our graduates, had good times and bad. And when they did, they celebrated with you, they relied on you, you stood with them, you supported them as you do today. And on their behalf, I'd like to thank you also, because these are the days that matter. Thank you. And finally, and I'm echoing Jerry's words as well, I'd like to thank him for the privilege of awarding him an honorary degree and for his work for Galway. But also, I think Jerry's emblematic of not only work for Galway, but as Peter said, the international dimension of that work. And it is emblematic of a university where the doors are open. There's a continual sense of discovery, an expectation of discovery, and where nobody speaks ill of anybody else in a sense of belonging. Thank you.